Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I wanted to do a little flip through, do a little chat, talk about my system and how it's going, what I plan to do for next year. It's crazy how next year is literally next month and it's December and it's gonna be Christmas. It's gonna be a new year. Like, it's absolutely nuts. I have not shared my standard traveler's notebook. I did kind of like a quick little flip through on Instagram yesterday, but I haven't really shared it on the YouTube yet. So there's that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is Gabrielasjournal, just Gabrielasjournal. I mean, I post on there. I really don't post on there as consistently, but I also haven't been posting on YouTube consistently, but it's also like I just had a baby, so I haven't posted nowhere consistently. I do sometimes post on TikTok here and there, but anyways, so the main thing that changed within my A6 system is I took away that stylogy that I had in here, because honestly I guess in my pink cover, this cover really doesn't hold too many inserts, so I had to get rid of it regardless, but I wasn't using it anyway, so it worked out. So yeah, this cover I got from AliExpress. I hauled it in my AliExpress stationery haul. That was my last video. The cover came with the closure band, but it didn't come with the other elastic for the notebooks or whatever, but I just used what I had in my stash. I had this little charm, and I've changed a couple things. Not really. I still have all this. It's still the same. I have my monthly calendar wrapped around my weekly, just for like future planning, because I was I had like a few appointments. I had a few appointments that are happening next year, and so I wrote those down, and I just have this planner wrapped around the weekly. But here is the weekly. This is Hobonichi. I've been using this since October. It's pretty much a brained up weekly. Yeah, I planned on redating it and for next year, and so what I would do is just come back to the beginning whenever, you know, the new year starts. But yeah, and then I have my A6 daily that I have been using since August, so going on 5 months. I wasn't using it in July. I honestly started using it after I had my son. So my planner has been looking very bland lately. So if we go to November, here is November. Make sure it's focused. And then I have been adding vellum since October, or I started doing it in October, and then I just found vellum and added it for the past months. So these little tabs here pretty much lead to each month. So this is August, September, October, November, and then December. I need to find a vellum, but I feel like I wasn't really journaling or planning too much in the month of November. Like, as you can see, there's literally not much. This was one day I actually planned the same day. Honestly, I've been going and backfilling the days because I just I just, yeah, just not been motivated, inspired, I guess. Just still trying to keep up with little things here and there, just more so journaling. These last couple days, last week I tried a little bit, and then here we are into December and still like no stickers, just pretty much writing, just, you know, like yesterday I went to Sam's because I really wanted some sushi, and I also bought a pre-made dinner, and then I got some protein waffles. And then after that, I went to Dutch Bros, which I didn't have space, but I went to Dutch Bros. I didn't even realize it was their sticker day yesterday, but I ended up getting a sticker, and it was a really cute sticker. I just don't know where it is. I think it's in here. Yeah, that's the sticker I got from Dutch Bros. Really cute. But yeah, and then we finished watching Percy Jackson and played Yahtzee. So yeah, there's that. And then I have my sticker release inserts. I think I might order another sticker release insert from AliExpress. Last I checked on Amazon, they didn't have any of the Travelers Company reusable sticker books because I wanted to put one in here, but there wasn't any in stock, and so I might buy one off of AliExpress. And AliExpress is cheaper too to buy these sticker release inserts, and they're actually really good, like really good paper. But yeah, that's my little A6 setup. I can't abandon it because I do want to complete the planner, and I do still plan on using my Kimbours for next year as a daily. It might not be like my main, but I've already bought the planners because it's the half year, kind of like the Vec the Hobonichi Vec, but I bought the Kimbour instead just because it's a lot cheaper. I think it was like under $15, but I got it like back in September, August, end of August, beginning September is when I bought the planners, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. So I bought it early on, and then they started selling out. But I'm glad I got it when I did. And I'm really excited to start that planner. Where is... I'm trying to see where I put them over here. So here is the planners. I already hauled this in an AliExpress haul, but this is the Kimbour A6 Daily. You get these little, like, I would use them as trackers, and then you get the monthly, and then here is your daily. And I love that you get like the full page instead of getting that writing all at the bottom. And honestly, I'm just really excited to start these. I'm really sad though to like not be using this insert, but I'm excited at the same time. I've never been able to be consistent in a daily planner before, and it was my first time actually trying it out in the A6 size, because at the time it like felt perfect for my life, just because like I didn't need too much space for anything. You know, I had just had a baby, and you know, I was barely finding time to journal. So honestly, I really love the A6 size, and I'm still going to continue to use the daily for next year. And so this will stay in my lineup for next year. And then recently I added the standard size traveler's notebook into my lineup. just because I wanted something bigger. And then I tried to switch to B6 because, you know, I have inserts and a cover for that and all that, but it just felt too wide. Like it just wasn't working. Like I just wasn't vibing with it, which is crazy because I love the B6 size. But ever since switching to the A6 size, I don't know, I just couldn't go into the B6 size. And so I thought, well, standard is the same width as, or the A6 is the same width as a standard. And so I was like, I wouldn't be going too much more bigger, you know, it's the same width, just a little bit more space, you know, to kind of try to ease my way into the bigger sizes. And I remember I loved standard, and then it became too narrow for me, and then now I feel like feels perfect to me now. But pretty much everything I shopped my stash, like the inserts. I had this notebook cut down. I cut it myself. This is the Hobonichi Avec January to June, I'm pretty sure. I think this is 2024's. So I'm pretty sure I bought this last year. I cut it down to standard, never used it, and then now that I'm into my standard size again, I'm using it. So I redated the dates, or I was going to say dailies, but I redated the weeklies, and all I did was stacked the Saturday and Sunday onto one column, which is fine. And then, yeah, I sat down yesterday and dated for December. So I have that there. How I plan to use this is how I use this weekly. Or if I really wanted to, I could do my journaling in here if I didn't want to journal in this back notebook. But also I have my dailies, and half the dailies are cut, as you can see, which is fine. I can just date it myself. I'm gonna have to anyways because this is from January to June. But yeah, I plan to redate it, just use it how I've been using my dailies in the A6 journal, whatnot. So that's how I'm using this notebook. And then I have a cut down Stylogy in here. This is a dot grid. You almost don't see the dots, but it's a dot grid notebook. The gridded notebooks were going for a higher price, and I got this for $11. And so I was like, I've never tried the dot grid, but I know Stylogy has great paper. So yeah, and I did a pen test, a highlighter test, everything works great. I still have some setting up to do. So hopefully I can sit here and sit down for a little bit and fill up this, what am I trying to say? Fill it up and make it a little bit more me, you know, add some cards, some stickers, you know, all that. My brain is just not working. But here is my monthly. That is an undated Travelers Company insert that I used at the beginning of this year. January, February, March, and April. And then I started up again in November. And now we're in December. So there is that. That's my little setup, my standard setup, and my A6 setup. So oh my goodness. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, leave them down below in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.